Hello everyone and welcome back to the show. Today on your daily starter, let's talk about why you struggle to get clarity on your vision. Let's talk about why it looks as if your vision does not have the kind of clarity that you would love to have. Hello friend, this is the voice of Ademola Morebise. Hello friend, I think it's important for us to understand what vision is and why we seem to struggle with getting clarity over our vision. You have to understand that when we talk about vision, right? Vision represents like the best picture of yourself. Like this is all you can ever become. This is all the fullness of your potentials. I believe that's what vision is all about. And when you think about vision in that line, right, you begin to see that doubts and fears will hold you back from getting clear on your vision, right? Because you cannot tread when your fears are more than your faith, okay? When you're trying to tread forward, but you are so afraid of what lies ahead, you are likely going to shrink back, you're going to hold back from forging ahead with the vision, or whatever it is, okay? So that is why we have to learn how to identify our doubts and fears. We have to identify them. We have to confront them, yeah? When you confront and identify your doubts and fears and you can deal with them adequately, that will free you up to pursue the best version of yourself, and that inevitably takes you closer to your vision. When people say, what would you do if you were not afraid? I believe they are onto something. Because when you answer that question, like they'll say, what would you do if you were not afraid? What would you do if failure was impossible? What would you do if you did not have any monetary constraint of any kind? Like if you had unlimited access to resources and money and things like that, what would you be doing, right? When you start thinking in that line, taking your fears out of the equation, taking your doubts out of the equation, you begin to see clearly, right, the powerful picture of what you are on the inside. Okay, so in other words, you cannot get clear on your vision if there are fears. So we can no longer afford to sweep our fears and doubts under the carpet. Our fears must be identified, our fears must be confronted, right? That is the way we are going to make progress. So we cannot allow our fears to, just be unattended to, because we become masters at ignoring our fears. And it doesn't help our case when we consider the fact that our fears, they usually masquerade as something else, So honestly, it is fear, but you are so afraid you cannot even admit that you are afraid. And because of that, you tend to, dodge the bullet by fixating on other things instead, right? So it's one time you have to begin to ask yourself, am I really unable to forge ahead, or am I simply being afraid? You have to consider that question. Am I really afraid? Is fear the problem here? Or what exactly is the problem here, right? You need to face your fears, itemize them one by one. 1, I am afraid of so. Okay. 2, I am afraid of this. 3, I'm afraid of. Itemize your fears. When you take your fears out that way, you face them, they are probably ready to confront them one by one. And the best tool against fear definitely is knowledge, right? Like I believe strongly that if we know better, we are going to fear less. A lot of times our fears are a result of ignorance, right? When we are ignorant of certain things, maybe our strength, maybe we overestimate the opposition, or maybe we've downplayed our own strength, right? So when there is more knowledge, I believe that fears tend to disappear like a cloud, just vaporizes out there when we have the boldness and the courage to allow our level of knowledge to rise beyond our fears. It's so bad that some people even have fears and they are afraid to confront those fears, so they try to stay in ignorance. But definitely you're not in that camp, my friend, right? Okay, so you have to get to that point, you have to get to that place whereby you confront your fears and you clear them out, you face your doubts, you clear them out. When you do that, you begin to enjoy clarity in vision. Your vision will become clear because there is no fear that is holding you back, because you cannot succeed. It's very hard for you to succeed beyond the level of your fears. And vision represents the best you can ever be. So when you take the fear out, you move closer to those things that you can become, and you become way better for it. Why don't you repeat after me this morning? Say, God daily loads me with benefits. I am bold and strong. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. My name is Ademola Morebise. Thank you so much for taking our time to check out this video. Remember, you can lead a formidable